Hey everybody, I am back for another video review, and this time we're taking a look at the Power Rangers Wild Force Kongazord set, or from Gaoranger, Gaomuscle. Now this set comes with 5 individual Zords. If you bought it from, of course, the UK, United States, or the, European countries. But if you got this set in Japan, you had to buy the bears together and the gorilla separate. So this set is kind of a mashup of different sets that Bandai's tried to make a Megazord out of. And you kind of get some extra pieces because of that. If you already have the Wild Force Megazord, and you notice that we have Bison here and we've got Eagle, you do actually get another Eagle in this set, because Eagle is part of the combination, and it is the same Eagle. It does have the head. And it comes with a motorized set of legs, because for some reason they didn't want to release, they didn't really want to give you a spare Eagle and then a spare set of Bison legs. They rather give you, something electronic and something that moves. Basically, it's just a motorized set of legs. On-off switch. It takes 2 AA's, which is rare for Super Sentai toys. To find Super Sentai toys that take AA batteries is like gold dust. But it's basically, you lay it down in that mode and then twist it round, fold in the wheels, and there is leg mode. So I'm not going to go through the Eagle, and I'm not going to go through this, so let's get on to the main attraction to this set, which is these 3 Zords. We've got the 2 bears, we've got Polar Bear, or Gao Polar, who is basically a sort of like a bony pearl white colour. Not exactly a pure white colour exactly. Got blue eyes, got the silver. Now I did get a Korean set of these bears because I got this this Kongazord set in a job lot off eBay, and unfortunately it was missing the arms, unfortunately, so I had to buy the 2 bears separate. But the only difference you would have with the bears is the fact that these bears have chrome on the legs and shinier stickers, and the gold paint applied here is brighter than what is on the American release. The American release has a bit more of an orange tinge to it, so that's how you can tell the difference between that. And of course the teeth are painted. But they do work they are pretty much the same. So Polar Bear, of course, whitish, silver, gold. Got this nice sticker here with a symbol of course, some ice top mountains. No real articulation in this mode whatsoever, and the mouth, there is a little button on top that you can drop the jaw down, and these figures do have a missile firing gimmick. Fortunately, I have the missiles still on the plastic tree because I didn't want to lose them. So basically what you would do is stick in the missile, and with that button you would press it to fire. But other than that, that's pretty much it for Gao Polar. And of course, Gao Bear, Black Bear is still the same. You've got black, the red fire symbol here, of course the gold, chrome on the legs, and this sort of like charcoaly, greyish carbon colour. Red eyes, teeth are painted, and of course you still have that gimmick as well. No articulation, of course. And then we get on to Gorilla, Gao Gorilla. Now there is a difference between this and the actual Japanese Gao Gorilla. Gao Gorilla has a bit more of a cooler green tinge, so it looks more like a silvery green rather than a just flat dark green, and it has more of a speckled effect. But other than that, the figures are pretty much the same, and there might be a tiny bit more die-cast metal in Gao Gorilla, but this version just works fine. So Gao Gorilla, or as I like to call him, Gao Gorilla. I have a habit with the Japanese names for these guys because they're easier to roll off the tongue. So Gorilla does feature some articulation, not necessarily for transformation, but a lot of it is for transformation. But he does have arm articulation, but you do have to unpeg the arms from the side. And he's got outward shoulder movement, he's got a rotating joint at the shoulder, and then rotating below the shoulder, and then from there he's got, of course, the elbow bend, and he does have some posable fingers as well, but they're all moulded together, but you can move it from there to there. Then the feet, legs can move back and forth. Feet can move back and forth on this little pivot here. Nice clicky ratchety joint, and the feet do pivot from side to side. Die-cast metal feet, and then there's this sort of like clip system that just stores on the back, and this is what holds the eagle in place in the combination, and there's no real way to store it as such apart from this. It sticks out, it looks like a mess, but other than that, that is Gao Gorilla. Now I'm going to show you the combination with the Megazord, the Wild Force Megazord, or Gao King, with the two bears. So we've got Polar and Black Bear, and we're going to form Gao King Double Knuckle, or the Wild Force Megazord with Double Knuckle. Basically, rip off the Megazord's arms, transform the bears into arm mode. What you want to do is pop the feet in, rotate that up, move the elbow joint so you can get that foot in, rotate it, that foot in, and there you have arm mode. Same with Black Bear, just do the same with that, and there we are. And then we just simply attach the bears. So Polar Bear goes on the right side and Black goes on the left, and there we have Gao King Double Knuckle. And it does look like a pretty good it is a pretty good combination. It's not my favourite combination. Personally, I'm more of a fan of the striker mode, but it really does make Gao King look a lot more beefier. They do show this combination in the show about 3 times, because the storyline is that these two bears do not get along with this guy, therefore this combination is only really used as an emergency basis only type of thing, or if they're really desperate to use it. But these two bears do not get along with, of course, Gao Lion. Therefore they need a different Zord in order to make a different Megazord, in order to use the power of these bears, and that is, of course, Gao Gorilla. So let's get on with the Kongazord combination. Okay, so to make the Kongazord, first of all we want to take our legs here. You can really use the Megazord legs if you want to, or you can use these. We're going to use the Megazord legs, so we're going to pop this off to the side for now, and we're going to bring in our Megazord legs and pop them here, and we're going to take Gorilla and start changing him into the main torso unit. So basically what we want to do, fold that down, take the arms and fold them out. Then we want to take the entire bottom section and pull that up. So he's basically doing a very strenuous crunch, and you might want to just pivot the feet back a little bit. And then there's this little tiny tab section that you've got to pull out, and this is what Eagle is going to peg into. They're going to clasp on to these two sort of like bits here. So rotate the wings that way, and basically we want to feed his, the head through this metal piece here, and then this bit just clasps onto here. It's not the best of connections, but as long as you're quick, you can rotate this piece down, and then that holds the eagle in place, and then there's the two pegs for the torso to snap into the legs. So once we've done that, just pivot these so they're pointing straight forward, and then through that point we just want to bend the arms and pop them back like that. Take our legs and we want to rotate these down to about there. Peg Gao Gorilla on Gao Bison, and we just fold these down. Then we take the two bears again, legs, fold these round. Gao Polar goes on this side, black bear, pegs on that side. Then the head reveal, basically you open up the chest, and there are two story sections for the weapon, which is this little thing. It's basically a chain with a set of bananas on it. The reason why I haven't put it in there is because it is a real pain to get in and get out and without it making the chest not fitting correctly. So storage for this will be within there, within those cavities there. In the Japanese set, you do get 2 of these. In the Kongazord set, I believe you only got 1 of these. This was kind of a spare that I picked off eBay. So anyway, and then basically what we do: fold the head up, close the chest, and lift up the head crest up at the top, and then just move Bison's head there, rotate them down, and there we have the Kongazord, or Gaomuscle, from Gaoranger. And he is a really nice Megazord. He's so stocked up top, and when you have the actual Megazord legs, the actual Gao King legs, he really does look a lot more better with the Gao King legs than he does with this set of electronic legs. He's a really good Megazord. He looks, well, he's basically designed to be a sort of like gladiator. He's got this very Roman-esque head design, so you can see here he's kind of got like the Trojan helmet, got the red eyes, got the shoulder cannons. Of course, push these buttons in, and of course you can open up the mouths of the bears. And of course you can fit in his weapon, and this little piece just fits into the peg hole that the missile would go into. That just snaps in place, and there his chain weapon, and he can hold it like that if you want him to. He doesn't really do a lot with his weapon because, quite frankly, he's got no hands at all. So he's kind of having to sort of like grasp them with the bear's teeth. But overall, I really do like this guy. He's definitely a different figure than Gao King, even though that 2 of the pieces are reused from Gao King. And you can see all the bits at the back kind of hide away tidily. Eagle kind of being squashed in there is kind of obvious, but other than that, everything kind of tidies itself up, and he really does look like a great sort of like gladiator warrior. Now, to give you I can't really give you a size comparison with Gao King, because to do that I need to use the extra set of legs. So I'm going to show you the motorized set of legs on this guy, and I'm going to put the legs back on Gao King here. So do that and peg him on. And of course, take the top half. Let's peg this on here. Okay, so move the camera back a little bit. There is the size comparison if you have this guy with the Kongazord motorized legs against the actual deluxe Gao King / Megazord. I don't like the robotic legs. You know, motorized. They're stupid. They really are stupid. And they really make him look so unproportionate. But yeah, that's a different size between the two. He does stand head and shoulders above the rest because of these legs, unfortunately. But if you want to get another bison, there's always eBay. There's always a cheap one online somewhere, hopefully, depending on where you get it from. But do I recommend this set? Of course, yes. I recommend all the Power Rangers Wild Force / Gaoranger stuff. Gaomuscle. Do I recommend it? Yes, I do recommend it. Where are you going to get it from? You're going to get it from eBay. Amazon, maybe, but eBay is your best choice if you're looking to get this guy. Is he going to be cheap? It depends on where you go and who is actually selling it and what condition it's in, but you can pretty much find a decent Kongazord for a decent price. It just depends on how much you're willing to pay for it, though. But that's it for this review, and hopefully I will see you guys later.